Oh, I'm so excited for this, y'all. I've been waiting for this for so long. You don't even know. I'm about to open it right now for y'all. You don't even know what's coming. I would ask if you were ready for this, but you ain't ready because you don't even know. But I'm about to give it to you. Boom! Look at that right there. All sooky now. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Sunday Check-In. If you're new to this channel, this is a weekly series in which we just take some time to chill with each other, build community, and share a couple of things that have been giving us life or joy or inspiration or hope over the past week that we can then take forward with us into the next week. If you like this content, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It does help me out. Let's get into it. So first of all, I think we need to take some time to acknowledge these shades proper. You can see the lightning bolt frame, the orange yellowish tint. I mean, when I put these on, I feel like Powerline. I feel like the coolest cat ever. This might be the thing giving me the most joy right now, because how can you be sad when your whole world is sunlight? I might do the rest of the video with these on because I don't know about you, but I'm trying to stand out. So just yesterday, Barack Obama delivered a speech at a virtual commencement ceremony held for graduates of historically black colleges and universities. And oh boy, did he throw some shade.
And let's be honest, a disease like this just spotlights the underlying inequalities and extra burdens that black communities have historically had to deal with in this country. We see it in the disproportionate impact of COVID-19 on our communities. Just as we see it when a black man goes for a jog and some folks feel like they can stop and question and shoot him if he doesn't submit to their questioning. Injustice like this isn't new. More than anything, this pandemic has finally torn back the curtain on the idea that so many of the folks in charge know what they're doing.
Oh, the shade of it all. Look, this man looked directly into the camera and threw shade at the entire government. He said, if I were still running the show, this might not have happened. But unfortunately, that isn't the case. Someone who will remain anonymous, but whose last name rhymes with dump, took a dump all over America. But it gets better. This is my favorite part.
A lot of them aren't even pretending to be in charge.
He said, y'all ain't even pretending to be in charge. He said, everybody just looking around at each other going, you got this? Me? No. Fauci? No. Listen, when a former president keeps it real 100 and throws shade at the entire government, nothing can bring me more joy. We set up a fun little bird feeder system right outside our balcony here, and we've been getting some groovy little visitors over the past week. If you like watching animals and communing with nature, it's super simple to set up. Just get some suet or some bird seed, some bread, a little tray, just throw it out there and let the fun begin. Now, I call it bird creeping, not bird watching, because I took some photos of myself watching birds, and I have to warn you, it ain't cute. We are entering a new phase of quarantine. We've been here quite a while. There's kind of an end in sight, but not really. Things are starting to land on us harder, impacting us more emotionally. And I think a contributing factor to that is that we continue to bump heads with this fact that the world is now fundamentally different. We refuse to accept it, and we continue to bump heads with it. And just like when you are trying to forgive someone, I think the first step on that path forward is acceptance. We have to come to terms with the fact that the world is now different. There's a new status quo. And I think once we do that, it'll open up a door and reveal a pathway forward. Now, that pathway forward is not going to be easy, because just beyond that doorway is the ultimate question of, who am I? In our culture, it is the norm to define ourselves and others by what we do, not necessarily who we are. Think about any conversation you've ever had when meeting someone for the first time. Within 10 minutes, I promise you, you will either ask or be asked, well, what do you do for a living? What do you do? What we do is seemingly inextricably linked with our identity, which can make acceptance of this new reality super, super challenging when many of us are not doing what we would normally be doing. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but you are perfect. Where you are and how you are in this very moment is perfect. Thank you, Brittany Allison, for reminding me of that. Big shout out to Brittany Allison, by the way. If you haven't heard her music, go look her up. She's a wonderful musician, a beautiful soul. Check her out on Instagram. You will not regret it. But coming back to this question of who am I and how do I navigate the new status quo of the world, well, I really wanted to divorce myself from this weird cultural marriage of occupation and identity. So this week I took myself on a little scavenger hunt around my apartment, searching for things that represented me as an individual, as a human being, separate from my occupation. Mostly. Let's take a look at what I found. So the first thing I did was went straight to my clown box. Yes, I have a clown box. And I pulled out these pointy shoes that I feel represent my silly clown side. Got this record here, Hard Times by Millie Jackson, representing my love for music. I am a very musical person. This Batman comic spoke to me because even though Batman deals with his own demons, ultimately at the end of the day, he still wants to help people and see people thrive. Being a collector of memories is important to me. The shot glass is one of many in my collection, each one representing a specific person or place I've been. Finally, this black journal was gifted to me by my 9th grade English teacher. Not only does it allow me to work through my own issues, but it also serves as a reminder that I am both loved and supported. That's it for this week's check-in, y'all. As always, thank you for joining me. I'm going to post the picture of all of my items together on my Instagram, and I'm going to use the hashtag #IamCollage, and I invite you to do the same, with as little or as much detail about your picture, about the items in the picture, as you'd like. But make sure to use that hashtag #IamCollage so we can all see each other's and marvel. Until next time, lead with love.